This is the Dan Batard Show with the Stugatz podcast.
I'm about to make what I think is a shocking confession. Shocking confession for an alleged sports expert, Stugatz.
All right.
I just now saw for the first time how the Vikings got past the Saints. Because I was in a flu-riddled state, and I was on medications, and I was like in a cave. I just now saw for the first time, I had no idea that is how the Vikings won that football game.
You just saw the Diggs catch for the first time?
All of it. I just saw all of it, like the Saints coming back and how weird the ending of that game was. I just saw all of it for the first time because I have been in a cave.
It was unprecedented. It was a walk-off touchdown.
And so imagine my surprise. You guys were all surprised by this on Sunday.
Yes.
Imagine my surprise and delight learning about this 5 days later.
That safety's life is ruined.
I know.
Yeah, yes.
Well, I just realized that both you had the championship game. Alabama won the championship because a safety just did something dumb.
Yep.
And in this game, a safety just does something dumb, and that decides your championship. And we're just playing random ball. You know, we're just playing this random ball. The Vikings do not deserve to be there more than Drew Brees, but they get to advance because a safety made a mistake in a game 18 games into the season, 18 weeks into the season.
I've seen that play so many times, and really the beauty's in the details, because it took me a dozen viewings to realize that not only did the safety miss Diggs entirely, which would have ended the game because they were out of timeouts and there's no way they snapped that ball off, he not only missed that tackle, he took out the corner who could have made a play on him.
It was amazing.
Yes.
It was amazing.
The other fascinating part, as we revisit a play that happened 5 days ago.
I know. I'm sorry about this, but I just saw it come up on my television on First Take. I just saw it.
It's watching Diggs negotiate whether or not he should get out of bounds, because they could have kicked a field goal there, and then he realizes, wait, I could score a touchdown.
I could just keep going. Yes. Maybe take a knee. It would have been weird if he had just taken a knee because he was confused. I want to stop the clock.
Right.
Before we get to any more sports, and that might conclude our sports coverage for the day.
Well, I'm glad you saw the game.
I have for you what I know to be the most awkward experience of my life.
That's saying a lot.
And I'm maintaining has to be at the high end of any awkward experience ever experienced by any human being. Perhaps you have something to top the story I'm about to tell you. Let's see. So yesterday, I have to have a testicular ultrasound. So go ahead and just let that one sink in.
We're off to a rockin' start.
Yeah. I'd rather not let that sink in.
Just not any visuals, just the phrase testicular ultrasound. Just whatever floods into your mind with that, let it breathe and let it soar.
Am I allowed yet to ask you if you're okay?
No. So, I have to have one of these, and now imagine, Stugatz, that you have to have one of these, whatever things might be behind what leads you to a room where you have to have one of these.
Right.
So you got all that walking into the room, and as an added bonus, you've got, well, how does this work exactly? What do I have to do with whom? Into the room walks a bear of a man. Affable, jovial, 28 years on the job. For him, doing a testicular ultrasound is like me walking into another room to grab coffee. He's been dealing with testicles for damn near 3 decades. This is the most normal thing in the world for him.
Right.
I'm terrified. Not just because, why do I need a testicular ultrasound? But more, what do I have to do to get a testicular ultrasound? Bear of a man explains to me what I have to do. And what I have to do is I have to get on my back on a slab, throw my legs up in the air, not unlike gynecology, not unlike Yeah. Okay. No, wait a minute.
Do I still have to let this sink in? I mean,
wait a minute. I've already lost the other room that is mortified and disgusted, but not, yes, happy baby pose from yoga. Okay. I want you to imagine, but not only that, hold on. Where's my left hand go? Yeah, I need to cup my package with my left hand. My right hand, I can do whatever I want. You know, maybe,
nice
over my right head, maybe over my head like a cowboy trying to, rope a calf. I can do whatever I want with my right hand, but my left hand has to be holding my package. Again, legs up in the air on my back. Mm-hmm. As it's being described to me, I'm so nervous and scared for a variety of reasons that I can't even begin to explain that I start taking off more clothes than I'm supposed to. Like, I start to take off my socks, and he's like, no. I start to take off my shirt, and he's like, no. But I'm just scared and nervous. I don't know. At this point, I'm just I'm a total mess.
You're still wearing your hat, though, right?
Right, of course. I never take that off.
Your legs are apart, right? Not together?
They are, no, happy baby pose.
I'm
they
not
are
familiar.
They are not together. They are, imagine a happy baby. Babies, when they're on their back, they're just waving their hands and their legs when their legs are apart.
Okay. So, yeah, you have gotten more limber recently.
Yeah. So, no, that part was the easy part to do. Yes, Guillermo, it's kind of like that, although I wasn't quite that confident and certainly wasn't smiling like that. So when I finally get on this slab, yes, I'm sorry to do this to your mornings. I know this visual is terribly unpleasant, but I assure you it's not nearly as unpleasant as everything that I was experiencing. As I'm on this table on my back, and it's being explained that the gel is very cold and it's going to take about 6 or 7 minutes, and there's going to be a wand, an ultrasound wand that is waved over, the ultrasounded areas. As all of this is being explained to me, this is the only conversation that I'm having. These are only words exchanged with this affable bear of a man who has done this for 28 years and is treating this as it's the most normal thing in the world, as I'm there on my back just shaking my head like, how has my life arrived here? I'm saying to myself as I'm doing this, it can't get worse than this. It simply can't. This is the worst thing to ever happen to me. He looks me straight in the eye for the first time. And I'm in this position before the wand and the gel, and here we go. We're about to get started. And he says, I am such a big fan of your TV and radio shows.
Thank you.